勢いが変わった。
Alright guys, let's get into game number 1. This is going to be S-Force versus Tearlament in Platinum rank. So right now we got the D-Fisher. We don't have a monster unfortunately, but the Bridgehead does search the monster. So we're basically going to play Bridgehead, search Chiyomaru, which is our starter, and then we're just going to set 3 and pass. And what S-Force Chase does is it returns face-up cards your opponent controls to the hand equal to the number of different S-Force monsters you control. So he made a little mistake here. He summoned him in the same column, and this archetype is based on like the columns and stuff. So for this one, if you're in the same column as the S-Force monster while this card's on the field, you're forced to attack the monster in that column. And then if you attack a monster in that column, the field spell basically can protect you from battle for 1 time. I guess he tribute sets. I'm gonna Cosmic his back row, and it was Imperm. Next, I draw into Edge Force Phaser. I'm just going to go ahead and battle just to see what it was. He does end up drawing 2, banishing his Diviner. And I still have a return to hand. I also have an Imperm and D-Fisher up. And then he has a quick effect as well that tags out. He's going into Chimera. And he's going to pop my D-Fisher. Go for that. Can't activate it just because I can't target Chimera because of Polly's in the graveyard. Medora, he's going to go for battle. I'm going to tag out into Platina. And Platina, when she's summoned, I get this special from Banish. So I banished this card from hand, so I get to special him. And then when he's special summoned, I get to special from hand. So now the rules change. So now since we have all 3, they all have like column effects. So hers is you're forced to attack the S-Force monster in the same column. Hers is it reduces by 600 attack if you're in the same column as an S-Force monster, so that's why these guys are reduced. And this guy prevents link summoning of 3 or higher in the same column. And then the Bridgehead protects because he's forced to attack the one in that column, and then this protects if it battles in the same column. So these Chiyomaru and Bridgehead work together pretty well. I'm going to go into S-Force Justify, which is our only Link 3. Hopefully we get the Link 1 in the new update that's coming pretty soon here. I heard we'll be getting new S-Force cards, but I'm not sure yet. But when he attacks, he banishes everything he points to, so he's pointing to the top 3. So yeah, I got to banish all of them. I'm gonna Duster. I knew it was Suliak, but I'm gonna let him add the tier monster just because if he draws into a tier monster and plays Suliak, that's gonna be trouble for us because we can't stop it. But he does have a quick effect negate. I'm not gonna use it here. I'm gonna use it on the kit, because that's probably that's a pretty good choke point for tiers, or at least one of them. Negate, move it to my zone. Alright, number 2, we're going up against, I believe, tier again. You could probably just tell by the card sleeves and the field. They always have the blue water. You go Shifter, he goes Maxi. We don't really have a special summon anyway, so that's good that we got to take one of his cards out of his hand. And he can't really play. But we're going to search our Chiyomaru. And we're going to activate just to summon Gravitino to add Bridgehead, and add Bridgehead to add a Razor to our hand for next turn, and set Cosmic. So he is under D-Fisher, we have a Cosmic, and we have S-Force Gravitino. Oh, he's playing Fish. Oh, I guess he wasn't playing tier, he's just playing like normal. He's playing Sharks, I guess. He's going to rank up Magic into number C101 Silent Honor Shark, I think. I'm going to Cosmic in the end phase. And that was a Suliak, so he is playing tier as well. But we get to have another Bridgehead, so we get another search, which is going to be our Platina. We're going to go S-Force Rager, bleh. S-Force Edge Razor summons Platina from hand, and then Platina summons a banished monster, which is going to be Gravitino. And then Gravitino searches any S-Force card. So I'm going to search for S-Force Chase. So what happens is, just like last time, since he's in a column, he gets lowered by 600. Any monster that leaves the field in the same column as an S-Force monster gets banished. And then this guy, again, stops the link summoning of Link 3 or higher if you're in the same column. Now I'm going to go into S-Force Justified, just like last time. I'm going to move him to a zone. So if when he negates, he can move you to a zone, attack, and banish. I'm going to set my S-Force Chase and end my turn. So he's on 4 cards, and we have 1 negate and 1 return to hand. So he goes for Merly. Merly goes into Kit, and then this is where we attempt to negate here. And he move it to our column. Sends 3 to grave. He's activating Leaf Fish because he didn't get to mill anything good. Gets to draw 1. Normal summons. Sends a card. Links off into Abyss Dweller, or ranks up into Abyss Dweller. We use S-Force Chase on the Abyss Dweller. I thought since he activated the Crystal Shark and it targets, I thought if I returned it, he wouldn't have, or that wouldn't work. It would just fizzle, but I guess it doesn't. So he still gets to summon the Crystal Shark. That was my misplay actually. And then Nash Knight, I believe he gets to steal my monster or something. Something like that. Yeah, he attaches it to himself. Ranks up into CXYZ Nash Knight. Detaches, ranks up into Silent Honor Arc, and then goes for battle. I do have Chiyomaru, which is good. I will have to have, and I drew another Bridgehead, so I get to search again. Probably for Gravitino, or I guess Razor. Razor, special this card. He gets negated. He gets destroyed, gaining life points, and comes back, I believe. So he's in the same column as me, which means I can use S-Force Bridgehead to protect myself from battle. I'll be left with exactly 100 life points here. So yeah, he doesn't have any quick effects, so if I can play on this turn, I'll be good. Rappa Chiyomaru, banish the... So I can actually banish the trap card as a cost instead of banishing an S-Force monster from my... or S-Force card from my hand. He ashes me here. And then I link off into the Dark Charmer. I summon his Siren. Go into Queen. And then summon my Spellcaster, which is the Platina. Platina specials from Banish. Go into Access Code Talker. Access Code is going to destroy him. And then I'm going to attack. And so Chiyomaru is actually a quick effect. So I think I have another... Oh, I don't. I can't... Wait, I can tag out... I can banish a dog tag to use. Right, and then game number 3. Our hand is not very pleasant, but we do get another draw, hopefully. He starts off with the field spell, the one of. He's going to play Scream. It's going to be terrible. He mills 3. He activates Ancient, and then also draws a card. Okay, Scream adds Suliek, and then he sets 2. So for some reason, he didn't mill any Tearlaments monsters except for Rhinoheart. Going for D-Fisher, and then the Duster. He's gonna probably use that to pop my Dimension Fish. Oh no, he couldn't. The chaining wasn't right. He had to do it like in draw phase or something. I set 2, so I got Reinforced Truth to summon out my Chiyomaru, and then I can play on the opponent's turn because she's a quick effect. So he's going to go into Chimera. I knew he was going to destroy my cards, so I just tagged out into him right away. And he's either going to go for a D-Fisher or he's going to go for my monster. So he's going to, because he doesn't target, he could do whatever. But he goes for D-Fisher, I get to activate him. Special Gravitino. And Gravitino adds a card, which is S-Force Dog Tag. So what happens is he can summon on the opponent's turn if he summons a monster in like one of the columns that an S-Force monster is not on. And then any monster that leaves the field in the same column as an S-Force monster while Gravitino's on the field, they get banished instead. So like, for example, if I used S-Force Chase right now on Rhinoheart, he would get banished. Even though it says return to hand, since they're leaving the field, they get banished off of Gravitino's effect. So I go for Dog Tag. He adds, he's milling 5. Adds, what is it, Suliek. And then the Crimes milled to grave gets to get him back his kit. And going to shuffle into Winda. Going for Siren, that's his one special summon. Gonna go S-Force Chase. Banishing those, returning that one because they were in the same column. He destroys one of my cards. and then Mudora shuffles back his Tearlament monsters. So we have S-Force Justify ready to go. So that's probably what we're gonna do. Oh, I can summon a little bit more and then I'll probably go for S-Force Justify. Add Specimen. After I link off, I can summon Justify and then attack and banish. And then Specimen, what it does is it specials a S-Force that's banished or in the graveyard to a zone the same column as an opponent's monster. And then there we go, that's game number 3.